How do you know what you're doing is right if you've never done wrong? How do you know what you're doing is good if you've never done bad? You don't. And that's the whole point Seneca is harping on when he says, "For he who does not know that he has sinned does not desire correction." You must discover yourself in the wrong before you can reform yourself. If you don't know you've done bad, you'll never correct yourself to make reparations or to aim to be better in a way that you've never seen before. So how do we quote unquote discover ourselves? Well, Seneca says it's by being harsh with ourselves, because when we're harsh with ourselves, we'll naturally find out what's good, what's bad, what's right, and what's wrong. But to quickly clarify, being harsh with ourselves doesn't mean the self-infliction of unwanted harshness. Let me explain. The aim in being harsh with ourselves is to hold ourselves accountable for good and bad actions alike. And when we hold ourselves accountable for bad actions especially, we'll realize that they're bad, take responsibility for it, and attempt to not do those bad actions again in the future. Being harsh in a self-inflicting manner does not do that at all. We don't see the faults in our mistakes. We don't correct those faults. We don't act better in the future, and we turn into this ascetic lifestyle and remove all the balance and moderation that Stoicism tries so hard to have. And that's also not to say that you should purposefully do wrong or do bad. You don't need to rob a store and end up in prison to know that robbing a store is wrong. There's just some things in life that we know naturally before doing them that are simply wrong. But as we live our lives, we'll slowly and naturally find the faults in our actions of things less obvious, slowly. And when we do, we have the ability to recognize them and correct them. Going through life in a way in which you fail to see and then fail to correct the faults in your actions will make you blind over time. Thank you for joining me on this journey of philosophy. As always, and until next time, keep questioning and keep learning.